Hey yo, what is good? It's your boy Meso, and I'm back for another haircut tutorial. Today we're going to be doing a mid-drop fade, and right now I'm just setting in my bald guideline, keeping it contoured to the shape of the head, knowing that I wanted to drop in the back of the head, so that's exactly what I did. Now right now I'm coming in with my Andis Masters with my lever fully open, and I'm going up a whole inch, and then I'm going against the grain of the hair. That's why you see me moving the clipper a lot, to make sure that I'm getting an even cut all around. And once you get up to the top of that inch, you want to flick out. So you want to go up and you want to flick out. As you can see, my hand is in a constant C motion. So that's really what I'm doing right here. I'm just going up a full inch and then I'm flicking out. So right here I'm coming in with my number 2 guard fully open, and then I'm going to go fully closed. And right now when I'm coming in with the number 2 guard, that's going to be the highest guard that I use. So when you fade, it's easier for you to work from your highest guard down to your lowest guard, because you're really debulking. So what debulking means is that means that you're taking out a lot of the excess weight on the top of the hair that's kind of going to be in the way of your fading. And it helps with your transitions if you go from the biggest guard to the smallest guard. As you can see, I went with the grain, I'm going against the grain. I'm just trying to make it look smooth. If the haircut is not smooth, it's not finished. So you want to make sure all your blends are smooth, nothing is choppy. Make sure that everything is laid right. That's why you see me combing the hair a different way. Yes, I am combing down, but I'm really going with the grain of the hair. So right now I have my number 1 guard. I went open, then I went closed, and right now I'm just fading out. I'm just flicking out. I'm using my corners really because he has a lot of indentations in his head. It may not be obvious, but his hair is very hard to fade. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like it curls up so much that as soon as you comb it, it goes back to the way that it was before. So you just have to make sure that you're combing a lot and make sure that you're doing these, just cutting the hair, man. Just take your time, man. And understand the client's head before you try to take on a crazy activity that you really can't take on. So I came in with my number 1 guard fully open, and then I went all the way open, and I went closed. And as you can see, I'm using my corners. Right now I have my number 0 guard. Number 0 guard, I started off with it open, then I went with it closed. Like I said, there's some barbers on YouTube right now that skip the number 0 guard open. And really, that's up to them. You know what I'm saying? You figure out what works for your fade and what works for your time. But me personally, I like to go with my 0 guard fully open, because once you skip that step from the number 1 close to the 0 guard close, you're going to leave a line in that you don't really want. So right now I'm fading out the bottom line. I'm going my lever closed, then I move up halfway, then I move up fully open. Here's another tip too. Whatever you use to put in your initial number 1 line in with the lever open, use that same clipper to take it out, because if you don't, it's going to be a lot of work, man. No lie. Like, you're going to end up putting another line in, because even though it is the same lever open, the lengths of it on different clippers, the length of the lever open on different clippers are way different. So be careful with that. Now I'm just coming in, touching in that line that I see that has bulk, and really with his hair, man, it's like I'm have to fade it twice. I'm not gonna lie. This haircut alone took me about 50 minutes. You know what I'm saying? This is an 18-minute tutorial, so it's a lot of gems gonna be in this tutorial, man. So right now I'm just coming in with my number 1 closed, and I'm just detailing, man. I'm just touching up things that I should have got, and I'm just using clipper over comb mainly. When you use clipper over comb, I recommend, if you first starting out, that you use a guard with it, especially when you're going up to the higher levels. But when you're working with your shorter lengths, you can use no guard, but just make sure you have the correct angle on your clipper over comb, or you will catch it. So right now I'm just hitting that bottom line, I'm attacking it. I kind of faded this side way differently than I did the other side, and that's just how, you know what I'm saying, that's just how I was feeling, man. I just wanted to take out the line first, then hit it with the fade, and then just go from that. So right now, as you can see, I'm moving the clipper to the right, and I'm really flicking out to the right. I'm not flicking up straight because the hair is not growing down straight. You want to make sure that you always move against the grain whenever you're fading. You could go with the grain, you know what I'm saying? You could fade with the grain, but that's just going to take a lot more work. And especially when you take out a bottom line like this, it's best for you just to go against the grain. So right now I'm coming in with my number 2 guard, and I'm going fully open and I'm flicking out. I'm going fully open and I'm flicking out. Right now I'm just creating space for my fade. So right now this is called debulking, and I'm taking off a lot of the weight on the side of the hair by going with the grain to make it really smooth. Just to make it, you know what I'm saying? Just to make the long hair on top fade into the short hair on the side. That's really what a fade is, making the long hair fade into the short hair. So you just want to make sure that the transition is the smoothest that you can get it. And a lot of people, if you was cutting the same client, you would fold on this haircut. It's just because it's a lot of work. Like, I lie to you not, man. This man hair, it takes me, like, been cutting his hair for like a year now. First time I cut it, it wasn't all that. Second time, you know what I'm saying? As you get better with your clients, you're going to learn how to perfect their haircuts. And that's just the art of barber, you know what I'm saying? When you first start out in the shop, you're going to be cutting a lot of walk-ins, so it's very hard for you to prove yourself, and it's very hard for you to show that you can perfect somebody's hair that you haven't been cutting for years, you know what I'm saying? They're just a walk-in. So just take your time, man. Try to build a clientele that's going to allow you to get better, and just work from that. So y'all know my steps, man. I work from a number 2 to a 1.5 to a number 1 open. Now I'm on a number 1 closed, and right now I'm just trying to fade out that line. You know what I'm saying? It's giving me a little trouble, I'm not gonna lie, because the hair is growing so many different ways that you have to attack it 5 different ways just to get the length that you want. So right now I'm still on that number 1 guard. I think I'm moving to my number 0 guard right now. I'm going halfway open, and then I'm gonna go fully closed. I'm sorry if my body is in the camera. I'm still working on my camera angles, but honestly, I think this is the best that I can get it, unless I have 2 different cameras recording at the same time. But that's not happening no time soon, I'm not gonna lie. So right now I'm going level fully open, and I'm just hitting that bottom line, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to take out that line that's still there. And of course I'm gonna have to do some clip over comb for the top area, because it still does have a lot of bulk. So right now I'm coming in with my Babyliss Gold FX clippers, and yeah, I'm just, you know, hitting that line, man. Just coming in trying to debulk, just really detailing. Sometimes it's good for you to use a different clipper to detail, because the blades on clippers, man, it really makes a difference. Like, I didn't understand what the difference between a wall blade and a Andis blade was for a long time, until I recently learned that it's a big difference in between them all. So just know that some blades can pull the hair, some blades can get the hair to go through the blade. It's like different things, different sharpness, different how round the blade is, you know what I'm saying? That little stuff makes a difference. And so with the Babyliss clipper, what that's allowing me to do with his hair is kind of giving me a feather effect, because as I cut it, the hair is going straight through the clipper. As you can see, I'm fading out the back of his neck, and I'm skipping like half the steps that I did on the side of his head. So yeah, it just takes time, man. It just takes time to really understand the system that works best for you, and understand the hair, and understand what clipper you use to attack the hair. That's why I don't get when barbers say they just use these same clippers. I'm like, yeah, but you gotta have different blades, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like some barbers use only 1 clipper, and it's like, yes, you can use only 1 clipper, but it's like the efficiency of it, you know what I'm saying? That's why barbers have a lot of different clippers. It's the efficiency of it. It's all about being efficient, man. If you're not efficient, then you're not gonna be relevant. So just make sure that you're efficient. So right now I'm just using the corner of my blade, just really clean out this fade, man. The fading down technique works a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, I learned that technique from being in the shop and seen a lot of barbers using fade down technique, and then I learned it from Game Changer. You know what I'm saying? If you don't watch him, man, you're sleeping, bro. Game Changer is 100% authentic, real. So right now I'm combing down the heavy hair. I'm just combing down the front hairline. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm attacking this line, I'm not attacking the skin. As you can see, I'm using the clipper to bring down the bulk on the front liner, and I'm just kind of going over it. And then I'm attacking the line. So right now I'm just working at debulking and lining up at the same time. So right now I'm just hitting my corners. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I do my shape up. Just take your time, man. Go from side to side. Look in the mirror. Make sure everything's straight. Especially if you could see his hairline, you could see like where people will mess up at. Some people will take that corner up too far, but you don't want to do that. And then his hairline is a little different. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? When I first started, the hairline was, you know, one of the most challenging parts for me. But right here, you just gotta understand. Just understand your angles, man. Understand what you're trying to see. You know what I'm saying? If you know what you're trying to get, then it's able for you to get it. It's easier for you to get it. But if you don't know what you're trying to get, it's going to be a hard time for you to try to get it. So just keep just keep taking your time, man. Look in the mirror. Just make sure you have the idea of what you're trying to get and try to achieve that look. And make sure when you're doing the corners, make sure to bring them out. Don't push them in. You know what I'm saying? The vertical bar, don't push it in. So right now I'm just using a raking down technique. And sometimes, man, some clippers don't hit. So I literally had to go from the wireless senior to the corded senior just because the power. And I just like the way they feel, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be cutting all day, have fun doing it at least, man. If you're going to be cutting hair all day, make sure you at least have some fun doing it. But guys, appreciate y'all for watching all my videos, man. Real talk. I do appreciate those that watch the videos and literally, you know, hit me with comments and stuff. I do really appreciate that. And yeah, man. I haven't been able to vlog all week. I have not been at work. If you don't know, I'm currently a college student, so my college required me to take the COVID test. And after you take it, you got to quarantine for a little bit. So that's what I was doing. I've been on quarantine. And no, I don't have COVID. We're going to wait for these test results, but I don't feel like I have it. I just have to take it just to go back on campus and take some classes and talk to some people. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to do it. But I will be back in the shop tomorrow, which is Friday. So I might, you know, I'm definitely going to record, you know what I'm saying? Put out a vlog for y'all. I'm just attacking the C cup, man. Just doing the shape up. It's fun for me to watch what I do also, because it's like y'all get to watch what I'm doing, but also I get to re-watch what I'm doing and critique myself. So right now I'm coming in with the Magic Barber pencil. I'm just following the hairline, and you know what I'm saying, I'm just hitting all the curves, hitting all the straight lines that I see, and just trying to make the line straight as possible. Because I know I'm going to hit it in, and I know I'm going to blend it out, so it doesn't have to be 100% accurate and sharp, but it does have to be, you know what I'm saying, on the line, really. Like, y'all could just see where this haircut go after I add the enhancements and stuff like that. It's going to go crazy. So right now, I'm just taking my sharpest clipper, and I'm just hitting the line. These are the Babyliss Gold Effect Skeleton Trimmers. A lot of people see them on Facebook nowadays, and sometimes the ones they're showing are fake. So make sure you order the ones by Babyliss. If it's not Babyliss, don't order it, because it might not be as sharp. So right now I'm just hitting the beard line, and I'm just going around, you know what I'm saying? Just hitting that line, just keeping it round, keeping it wide. I'm not trying to bring in the beard line at all. Right now I'm coming in with the enhancements, and I'm not spraying nothing too heavy. I'm just spraying something, you know, chill. I'm saying chill. Just want to make it look natural. You don't want to go too crazy, man. Just make it look natural. So right now I'm just hitting this shape up again. And this is a tough shape up. I'm not going to lie. This is a really tough shape up. and this is probably the longest tutorial that I have ever put out. So I appreciate y'all. If y'all watch to the end of this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sick of talking. So yeah.
Hey Dizzle, give me some shit I can slide to.
Shout out to A Dizzle for these beats, man. He's always coming through, man. His content is fire. His beats are fire. If you want to use his beats, man, follow him on Instagram. Subscribe to him. Follow him on Instagram. And hit him up, man. See what his prices are. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm just curl sponging the top, just trying to give it that look. And honestly, this is looking like the final product. I'm just going back and touching up stuff. And man, this fade came together, bruh. Oh my gosh. I'm hitting them with that razor, man, and making them extra crispy, extra sharp. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm not going to talk no more, man. This is the haircut. If y'all like it, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the video, man. Y'all have a great day. Be better than what you was yesterday. And keep striving for greatness, man. I'm going to talk to y'all. Peace.